when you walked in here?
Yes, it's like something flipped it on. As if it's preparing for the midnight sun.
I think that's precisely what it's doing.
It knows its owner is coming back to pick it up, and it wants to look good.
Yes, that's an excellent way to put it.
I know a thing or two about magic artifacts, especially if they're swords.
So I have observed. Perhaps when we take a breather, you can explain to me exactly how your portal spell works. It appears to be quite effective.
You want to talk shop? You got it. But watch yourself. I might end up becoming the Sorcerer Supreme one of these days.
I don't feel threatened. In fact, nothing would make me happier.
Okay, you missed probably the first second of that cutscene, just while I frantically pushed record. So, welcome back everybody to this commentary playthrough of Marvel's Midnight Suns. I was going to go down and do this coil, and then we got the cutscene. So, fortunately, we got research, change of plans, war rooms, schematic, reroll 1 general mission per day. Complete 3 missions with the Hulk. Excellent.
Hey, Hunter.
Is
that a challenge?
What have we got here? Chaos Field. That's really good. I like that ability. Don't like the mod on it. Wrath is good. That's good. I'll take a quick toss and a Chaos Field here. So I need to play with the Hulk by the looks of things. Also need to speak to Robbie, who is over in the shop. So let's head over there first before we speak to Banner.
The slumbering giant beneath the darkest of holds.
Does slumbering giant refer to Banner, Chthon, Wanda, or D, all of the above?
Option E, for other. What? After your third or so apocalypse, you never know what's going to come out of left field at the last second.
Either way, hell's coming.
Hells are always coming, Blade. There's no just one hell anymore.
I gotta go check in on Aunt May and MJ. And maybe the rest of the neighborhood. I don't know, Queens?
No, Spider-Man. The more hell we keep focused on us, the less hell there is everywhere else.
We're holding Lilith's attention to keep others out of harm's way. We can't split up now.
Okay, everyone just said different things to me and I'm not sure which one to respond to.
How about we change topics to this? I think it's safe to say that maybe we got this is a safe thing to say.
That was a long walk with a lot of caveats.
Bravo for that, Nugget, Ghost Rider.
Pete, how many times I gotta tell you? Do not sit on the hell ride.
Okay, that was a good little snippet. Let's head back here. I just noticed as I was coming back in, there's actually more to talk, so let's actually go and speak to him, shall we? Before we speak to Banner.
Both you and Blade seem rather unfazed about the imminent invasion of this dimension by a homicidal elder god.
Oh, this is not the worst Armageddon scenario I've lived through.
Just how many have you been through, Carol?
You mean the end of this world, or are we talking other planets too?
All of the above.
Let's put it this way. I lived through a time literally called the Age of Apocalypse.
That sounds rather stressful.
It was, but there comes a point in every cataclysmic event when you just have to let go and, I don't know, roll with it. All you have to do is be ready to fight for what you care about when the time comes.
I will stand ready to fight for life, then. And when I say life, I mean Charlie.
That dog is totally adorbs. Well, half dog. What is he? A demon dog?
I believe the breed is technically called a hellhound.
Right. Well, I'm fighting for my fur baby too. Call me a crazy cat lady, but I am not going to let some hangry elder god eat Chewie. Or your dog. Not on my watch.
We must all draw a line in the sand somewhere.
Pet eating is definitely mine. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't worry about what you can't control. You'll face Lilith soon enough.
What should I do between now and then?
How you spend your possibly last moments on this version of Earth is your choice. I, for one, have always been curious about what's really under the hood of Robbie's ride, and tonight, I'm determined to find out.
Nice. Look, drawing the line in the sand actually comes a really bad background. It comes from, I think it's prisoners. I can't remember what war it was in, but prisoners in a prison were shown a line in their sand, and if they crossed it, that's when they would be killed.
I'm gonna
A
pretend
lot of
that
the
was
standard sayings have quite dark meanings, actually. Right.
You look cool, calm and collected, considering the circumstances.
Keeping a cool head is kind of my thing, but you know that. I'm telling you, Hunter, I don't know what's coming next, but I do know when the shit hits the fan with Chthon, there's no other place I'd rather be than parked right here with my friends.
I am proud to be counted among your friends, Eric.
Same. Life in the Abbey would certainly suck without you, which is why we gotta make the most of the good times while we can. Because when the shit gets unreal, we might not have any time left.
Hi, Peter.
The best way for me to help Aunt May, MJ, everyone back home is to be here. But being here, I just wish I was back with them. They worry about me. But the only way to ensure nobody gets hurt is to throw myself at the big, scary, Lilith-shaped problem.
We are defenders.
No way, you were in the Defenders too? Dr. Strange recruited me once, but he told me it was a secret. We were secret Defenders. Oh, wait, does that mean I shouldn't have told you? Oh, pretend I didn't say anything.
It is not easy, Peter. With or without a mask, people worry about us, and we worry about them.
Sounds about right. I just wish I could warn them, you know? Something.
I'm not even sure demonic horde is the appropriate term. I gotta ask Nico for a refresher on occult terminology.
How do you feel about taking down an elder god?
I've trained Sparky to go for a demon's sensitive areas. Can't speak for other Ghost Riders, but this one loves keeping the end times at bay. This, Hunter, is my time to ride against the forces of hell.
And are you prepared for the less desirable scenario where we do not make it?
Nope, I'm in complete denial. It's gonna go like this: save the world, go home, give my brother a big hug, throw a barbecue for the neighborhood.
I have no idea how Gabe survived without you for so long.
He says he doesn't even notice I'm gone.
I think it is adorable he is keeping a tough exterior, for your sake.
I should make life easier for him, so he doesn't have to.
You already are, by fighting our trans-dimensional threat.
That's a damn good point, Hunter. Nice reframe.
And how are you passing the time until our big moment?
I tuned the Hell Ride for the 4th time. I read the last page of all my comics just in case. And, you know, trying to be chill before my head catches fire. Maybe I should do a 5th tune-up. The 5th time's the charm. What's good?
Right, so it looks like we're going to be speaking to everyone here before we head.
Why don't you blame Mysterio while you're at it?
Shield's saying the green skies are just a normal atmospheric event?
This is not an Avengers level threat.
I don't remember being consulted on that decision. Do you, Steve? After this, I am so done with clandestine quasi-government organizations.
Cover up or not, we have to present a united front and follow Fury's play.
Yeah, hard pass. We gotta tell the world the truth, or we lose the trust of anyone with a camera or access to social media, which, last I checked, is the population of Earth.
Woof. I've been there. Nobody cares about the truth. Nobody believes a primordial god is about to wake up and devour the universe.
We believe it.
Because you've seen it, Rogers. But I remember calling the Avengers hotline with the same story and getting nowhere. Everyone laughed at me. Well, not everyone. I still haven't heard back from Cloak and Dagger. This is no time to quibble over PR statements and cover-ups.
Nico's right. We can contradict S.H.I.E.L.D. and tell the truth, but most people aren't going to buy it.
Save the damage control spin for after we banish Chthon. If we banish Chthon.
Right. So don't need to speak to any of them like we had before. Let's speak to...
Unazua.
There you are, Hunter. I need to speak to you.
Of course
It's
you do.
important.
Let's speak to you.
So, the Midnight Sun has arrived. Despite our best efforts, threatening to end the lives of millions.
And Chthon is threatening to consume the whole planet, ending even more.
Yes, I know. But as Wanda so compassionately pointed out, there are people in desperate need of help out there. Our help. It's my strong opinion we should save as many souls as possible before confronting Lilith.
I agree. Life is too precious. We must save everyone we can.
I thought you'd agree.
Hydra's everywhere. Where should I go first?
That's up to you. But I do want you to bring Banner. He needs to get back out there, get some wins, before our final showdown with Lilith.
Ever since I learned of the Hulk's existence, I've dreamed of fighting side by side with such a warrior.
Well, now is your chance. I will leave the final decision to you, but you know my opinion. Oh, and Hunter, happy hunting. Don't just stand there. There
Okay,
are lives
so it
out
looks like
there
we're going to
that
need to take Banner out on a mission before we do anything. Right. Combat therapy. Sure. Daily sparring. Haven't got him yet, so let's speak to him first, and then we'll spar. Get him up to level 25 if he's not already.
We should, I should speak with you about what you did to me.
Is that an accusation?
Of course not. I am grateful, of course. It has been so long since I've thought for myself. I was so focused on understanding what was happening with the Hulk. That obsession was how I stumbled onto her. And by then it was too late. I always thought myself capable of... Well, doesn't even matter. I made a choice, and the world paid for it. The Hulk is not to blame for once. All this destruction was the work of Bruce Banner.
Bruce, Lilith's influence is supernatural. You cannot fault yourself for succumbing.
No, I will not be absolved of this. I sought her out, not the other way around.
Did you know what you were seeking?
Well, no. But the result was the same. I can still sense her, you know. Even though you freed me from her influence, she still resides in my head.
How? I remove the stain of Lilith's corruption.
My irradiation keeps me attuned to her thoughts and feelings. Not all of them, but enough. At this moment, her excitement grows as the prophecy nears its end.
Does the link go both ways? Does your presence threaten the Abbey?
The Abbey is open to her, Hunter. She can breach it whenever she desires.
It cannot be possible.
When Wanda chased you and the others through Limbo, she pierced the Abbey's barrier. That was all Lilith needed to enter.
If she has known that long, why not attack the Abbey directly?
Haven't you figured it out? She doesn't want to win.
That is impossible.
It's the only explanation. There were so many times she could have killed you all. I encouraged her to do so, more than once, but Whatever her plans entail, they involve more than just killing the lot of you. Of us.
Dr. Banner.
Please, call me Bruce.
Bruce, in all the time I have known you, I realize how little I know about you. Would you mind telling me about yourself?
Not at all. My life is an open, irradiated book.
May I ask you about the Hulk?
Of course.
When did you first transform into the Hulk?
Years ago, I worked on a device based on Howard Stark's original gamma accelerator. There was an accident, and I soaked up so much radiation I should have died on the spot. Instead, it unleashed a green-skinned manifestation of rage from within me. When I came to my senses, I realized what I'd become. I knew I couldn't be around people. To lose control like that, it still terrifies me. Yet, when I become angry or subjected to intense pain, Bruce Banner retreats for the duration.
Are you and the Hulk different people? Or is he an aspect of your personality?
I've heard contradictory conjecture from hundreds of experts. You see, I'm psychologically fascinating. Everyone has a pet theory. At this point, I think of the Hulk as a different person. Yet I also take full responsibility for his actions. It's why I betrayed him so deeply by working with Lilith. I'm supposed to be the responsible one. In a way, I'm his keeper. He doesn't really understand what happened, but I decided on his behalf, like I always do, and very nearly killed his friends.
Does the Hulk have any thoughts about Lilith?
He finds her... There's some... attraction.
Brilliant.
The Hulk has the hots for my mother?
Yes, but he remembers she tried to hurt his friends. That makes him angry. And for the Hulk, anger always wins out.
I had questions about the Avengers.
Go ahead.
What led the Hulk to join the Avengers?
The way Tony tells it, they spent so much time stopping the Hulk from destroying cities, they offered him a job so they could keep tabs on him. But really, they need Bruce Banner. Yes, the Hulk is good to have around when Ultron attacks or Skrulls invade, but my expertise gives the Avengers a crucial edge.
And what is that?
I plan ahead, develop contingencies and worst-case scenarios, solve impossible equations. I'm the only one who thinks it all through. Well, I was.
Interesting about the Skrulls invasion, because that's what literally Secret Invasion is about. We understand.
What do you think of your fellow Avengers?
Before all this, the Hulk and I respect Steve. Strange is fine, but he can aggravate the Hulk. Carol and I don't see eye to eye about where the Avengers should focus our efforts. Still, we're friends outside of work. Plus, she knows how to make Hulk laugh. And Thor, I always appreciate his crass charm. The Hulk likes him because he doesn't need to pull his punches when they're play fighting.
What about Tony?
Ah, Tony. He knows full well the Hulk can reduce him to a fine salsa mist. Yet he constantly pokes and prods. You'd think he was trying to provoke me. But we both respect him for that. He treats us like any other person. He knows what we are, and he's not afraid.
Will the Avengers forgive you for what you did?
Usually I wake up to discover what terrible damage the Hulk has caused. The team always understood and supported me in their way. It's a very different situation. You ask if they will forgive me? I don't know if they should.
But is it possible?
It's possible. But if so, it won't be soon. Nor should it be.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thank you, Hunter. It took me far too long to find my place. I'm glad it was, I'm glad it was here.
Hunter, we need to talk in the Forge immediately.
Hulk's now available for missions. That's what we wanted before we came and did this. There he is. He's up to 25 already, but let's...
Hulk, try not smash.
Spread the pain. Increases chance of drawn cards to be critical. 14%. Nice.
Ready for more?
Don't have any of that. Let's take a quick scan at him. First of all, we'll look at his combat outfits. Complete the Midnight Sun's challenge in the armory. Nice. Alright, so he's got Smash, apply Stun. Gain 1 rage, this does not consume rage. Taunt, gain rage for each enemy targeting Hulk. Chain and Taunt. Knock back and apply stun to each enemy in a line. Cool. No quicks, which is problematic, but let's...
Our time has almost run out, Hunter. If we're ever going to find out what this GodKiller can do, Tony and I need to start researching it now.
I know you and Tony will be able to find something helpful. Because the alternative...
is too grim to consider.
All right. Then let us find out what this GodKiller is all about.
Excellent. You know what to do at the anvil. Please.
Alright, start the GodKiller research. The GodKiller. Sure. We've also got change of plans that we can't do yet because we need to complete 3 missions with the Hulk. Do one of them imminently.
Later.
Later. Can I...
The Forge is a powerful tool.
Need common blueprints.
What are we building today?
So, do you have much
I need 10 attack
experience
essence.
with
Seriously.
smithing? Perhaps you should put your suit on for this.
Where do you think I got the suit, Doc?
Upgrade. Targets for her still more damage.
Computer-aided precision manufacturing process.
Well, that's how it is now, sure, but the very first one I hammered out with my own 2 hands.
Oh, that seems improbable.
You're a wizard.
Remind me not to ask you about anything ever.
Full combo. Give 1 heroism. Okay. So I need...
Farewell.
Not overly fussed about upgrading. There's nothing there standing out like moving it into quick or something like that. Map-wise, we're grand. Let's head over here. Right, let's drop a save. And then we'll do a mission with the Hulk to end things, I think. Come on, save. I'm sure this is getting slower and slower. It is what it is. Interested to see how he plays, the old Hulk. Do you like to have quicks? Because generally if you have like 2 quicks across each people, generally getting at least 1 drawn. Come on. Looks like the game sort of nearly breaks. Right, select mission. Charge agent, no. Defeat enemies could be a good one. Defeat Nest Mother is generally what I do. So sure. Hunter. Hulk. Interesting you see Bruce Banner walk there rather than Hulk. That's really good. Just touches like that would just make this up to the next tier of game for me. Just reading that gameplay tip about significant increases to gloss. Don't really need gloss. I'd wish it was significant increases to credits or essences. Obviously you get their better rewards from some of them. Right, yeah.
This is as close as you'll get to a straight fight. Take that thing down.
Alright, the reason why I quite like these ones is like, you literally just have to take down the 10 sort of pillar things that she chucks out. And then launch somewhere. Whenever Hulk takes damage, he gains a point of rage and his defense increases. One rage is consumed whenever Hulk uses an attack or heroic ability. Use Taunt's abilities to manage the amount of damage Hulk takes and maximize his rage, but be careful not to get KO'd. Lifesteal on him will be great, I think.
Consider it done.
Okay. Bum. Okay, let's do a bit of that. More levels up. Let's get rid of Thunderclap here. Quick jab is good.
Is that all?
Alright, how much health do you have? 772. Not that much health. So I'm thinking let's taunt here.
Not a problem.
Friend got it.
Let's get rid of this. Well, this just sucks. Gets rid of one, I guess.
Hulk goes.
Really want a wild strike. Don't really have a choice here.
You have heard this. You were too weak for this fight.
And then we'll just move to clear the vulnerable. Right, let's go. You could die here.
I will aid you if I can.
Literally because I didn't get that many quicks, and again that's what I was saying before this mission. You can link soul wits. Okay. So we're targeting him.
That's still the prize. The more the merrier.
Okay. I wonder if I can... do a bit of that.
No other way. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Let's... How do you have 324?
Your mother abandoned you.
Let's clear this. Don't need patience. Don't need bloody blade storm either. I think we do this.
Your time has come. Feel my call.
I'm going to challenge Raw this dude.
Sight set on Hulk.
Have a move. Kills him. That kills him as well. Without changing the taunting. Okay, let's go.
team is falling apart.
Shoot or bust on this one. So let's get rid of this and this. Let's rat.
Welcome assistance.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Quick slash here.
Once again, Lilith's call.
You have 8 damage left, so let's wild strike you.
No mercy for the I see nothing much has changed among the world's fanatics.
And then... oh, bollocks, she's got...
The light will heal you. This is a serious predicament for you.
There we go.
Do not bother running.
Good old Blade Storm. Still one of the best abilities in the game.
Lilith chose poorly.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Again, it's still my favourite activity to do. I find it the easiest to do. Obviously not getting 3 stars and stuff, but you know. It is what it is. But yeah, there's Hulk. I'm not 100% a fan of his stuff, to be perfectly honest. Nico wants us.
Anyone down for a last movie before the end of the world?
Yes. Let me log into Piotr's WatchMax Plus account.
We did this at Xavier's once. Had Ride of the Valkyries stuck in my head for a week. It was fine till the Sentinels attacked. Then it was cool.
Why do all the talking kitten cartoons have 5 hearts?
Oh, Piotr, you big softy.
Okay, the movie we're watching tonight is none other than Summer Camp Tango.
Me and Maria rehearsed every move in this film.
Yeah, my cousins forced me to watch it every summer, so I'm very much into this idea.
Nice.
Let's talk.
Hunter, want to watch a bad 80s movie with us before we face a hungering elder god?
Entertainment on the eve of battle? Yes.
Yay, for fun! Ileana keeps the limbo fully stocked, so refreshments are a portal away, just ask. Quiet, quiet. Here we go.
Clint and Natasha always referenced the slobs against the snobs. Never understood what it meant.
Until recently, it could have been the Midnight Suns against the Avengers.
That makes Tony the snob.
And Nico is definitely the slob.
I'll own it.
Brilliant.
Do not apply logic to a crappy 80s movie.
Hey, I didn't say anything about the shape-shifting aliens plan to judge the dance contest. I just want to know how the slobs plan to push that much chili through the sprinkler system.
With enough pressure, you can push chili through anything. Don't ask me how I know that.
Wish I'd given you a more bespoke screen.
Of course, the head counselor is a Russian spy.
Yup, it's an 80s movie.
How much did Soviet Russia care about teen hijinks?
More than you think.
Now that's a dance contest.
Okay, I see the appeal.
Ah, it's magical.
Magic is the one thing this movie didn't have.
But you liked it anyway because it is heartwarming pablum.
Maybe.
Nice, some more fortitude. Ghost Rider gets more willpower. Blade gets more power. Nice.
Let's converse if you
Need to Agatha and Sarah out there.
The legend walks among us.
had no
Stuff
idea the
for
American Southwest was this.
Bruce.
You two look like you're dressed.
If you ignore the sense of demonic gloom lurking in the flames, it's almost like we're back in the workshop at Avengers Tower. Almost.
You seem quite occupied here.
It's good. It's really good, actually. If I can keep myself busy enough, I think I can keep the darkness at bay.
Do not be afraid to rely on your friends. They can support you when you feel uneasy.
I'm doing exactly that. In this forge, with the scientific instruments laid out before me, it feels safe. I hope I can hold on to that for as long as I can. It turns out all I needed was to get my hands on a decent set of mass spectrometers. And to be reunited with those two. I miss them. I don't want them to hear. Their egos are big enough already.
I will leave you to finish whatever it is you are working on here.
Been one hell of a wild ride, hasn't it, Hunter?
It is about to get wilder.
You know, when I graduated MIT summa cum laude, I knew I was destined to found a billion-dollar tech empire. But if you told me I would one day trade in my state-of-the-art Avengers lab for a demon-powered forge in a haunted abbey, and my Nobel Prize-winning staff of scientists for Dr. Spooky and the Jolly Green Giant, I'd have told you I didn't believe in fairy tales.
You have indeed come a long way in overcoming your rabid case of rhabdophobia.
Oh, you're talking about my resistance to the use of magic.
If by resistance you mean an almost debilitating fear of anything mystical, then yes.
Oh, come on. It wasn't that bad.
Yes, it was.
Okay, maybe I was a little apprehensive about all the hocus-pocusing, but you helped me get more comfortable with it. And I'm fine now. Well, mostly. Babs, the adorable Babylonian demon who lives in the furnace, does tell me to do things sometimes.
What things?
I'll just keep your door locked at night and you'll be fine. Gotcha! I've been waiting for that a long time.
Do not scare me like that.
I scared the 300-year-old demon child of Lilith? I can die now.
You keep pulling pranks like that and you might.
The look on your face right now, priceless. But not as priceless as it will be when you see what we've been burning the midnight oil over.
What have you been working on?
Top secret. I'd send you an NDA, but I'm pretty sure my executive assistant is Lilith now. Plus, I wouldn't want to ruin the surprise. So, sorry boss, but you'll just have to wait.
I do not like waiting or surprises.
And I used to not like magic all that much, but here we are. Don't worry, you'll get the big reveal in the morning. Oh, which reminds me, I better get back at it.
Right, it does seem like this is the last hurrah, doesn't it?
The GodKiller has been displaying some strange behavior.
You mean besides the glowing?
Yes, besides the glowing. This concerns you directly, I think. I've noticed whenever you're in its presence, the artifact begins to almost pulsate, like it comes alive for you. What do you make of that?
Whatever it means, we have to hope it is a good thing. Because the alternative...
would be yet another potentially world-ending threat for us to deal with. And this one would be right here under our noses.
Is it still safe for me to pick up?
I suspect you're the only one of us who can. I don't think the GodKiller wants anyone else touching it.
I will just pray that is a good thing.
Okay, so we've got that done. Let's head to the shop here and go down and speak to Elise. Going the right way, right?
I haven't seen you out here in years. You recognize this place, don't you, Hunter?
This is where I killed.
Your mother.
Yes.
And gave up your own life to do it. You made so many sacrifices to put Lilith to rest then. I'm just sorry you have to go through it all again.
I do not mind sacrificing myself for others.
I know. That's what makes you so special.
Besides, if I do die this time around, I know you will be waiting for me on the other side.
And I will be, if it comes down to that. But I don't think it will.
Why would it be any different this time?
Because everything is different now. You won't be facing Lilith alone this time. You have friends who will fight by your side.
I did not have friends in my last life.
I'm glad you got to live again to make them. The friends you made here won't let you die this time.
You cannot assure that.
No, not for sure. But I like your chances. You should speak to Sarah while you're here. She loves you like her own child, you know. We both do.
Right.
I see you've spoken to Agatha.
I have.
I couldn't help but overhear some of your conversation. She's right, you know. Things are different this time. I won't make the same mistake I did last time by sending you into battle against my sister alone. I tried my best to prepare you then. But now I understand how I failed you. I isolated you, trained you to become what I wanted you to be. And I lost you because of it.
I am proud of my sacrifice.
Well, I'm not. I treated you like you were just a weapon. But you're more than that. More than the hunter. You're the only child I had. Ever will have. Just promise me, I won't lose you again.
You need to know this. I always thought of you as my real mother.
I love you too. God, I don't think I've been this emotional in years. Well, I ought to let you get back to your night. There's an abbey full of people who are waiting for you. Best to get to them before it gets too late.
Good night, Sarah.
I'll see you in the morning.
Right. Nobody else wants to speak to us. It's interesting. Again, it does feel like we're about to hit the last mission, so. Okay, let's
Are my protection wards not working today?
head to sleep here. Knew we'd get one.
So, Sarah finally told you the truth. And just in time. He is almost here.
Why did you not tell me, Mother?
The decision to sell my soul was mine alone. never wanted to make you feel responsible for the sacrifice I made.
But you did it to save me.
A mother would do anything to protect her children. I am no different. I love you, child. I'd do anything for you. All I ask is for you to make it all worth it and stand by my side.
You know I cannot betray those who have grown to trust me.
I thought you might say that. I just want you to know that when you fail, my offer will still stand.
Do me no favors, Mother.
Why won't you accept how much I love you?
I know you believe it, but I fear your love is a poison.
Oh, child. The world is poison. I am its antidote.
You cannot stop us, Mother. I will face you.
You always have.
Yeah. Right. So got to complete the GodKiller research. I just think that someone's standing in my way. Help hero. Invite Bruce to a haven, sure.
It's just me now, Bruce Banner.
Where is everyone? They are spread out still. Okay, before we end, let's go and do this research.
I am done with all this mysterious secrecy business, and you have got to get over
GodKiller
it.
completed.
Are there any curses I should be aware of? This will greatly advance our research capabilities.
Nice. Gamma coil analysis. Right, what have we got from Bruce? Hopefully something decent.
Sometimes.
Always angry. Consume more rage to recover health. 254 health per rage. Overheal increases maximum health. Exhaust. That's really good. Group, Mindbreaker, Rain of Blows, Smash. Grab that. Grab another Smash. Okay.
I'm happy to help, Hunter.
Strange.
Tony and I have been researching this GodKiller as best we can. We've been limited by what's available to us here in the Abbey.
I should hope you have found something by now.
Well, the fact of the matter is that I have. It's a bit troubling, to tell you the truth. I really need to double-check my findings. There are a few more scrolls I should consult.
If you are not ready to share information with me, then I trust you to let me know when the time is right.
I appreciate your confidence in us. However, I fear the time may never be right. Perhaps I should tell you now. I suspected this blade had a connection to Chthon, but I didn't realize how intimate that connection truly was.
I am not sure I like where this is going.
I feel unclean even saying these words, but the GodKiller wasn't just made to fight Chthon, it's made of Chthon.
I'm sorry, this is somehow worse than I was expecting. Could you repeat that?
The ancient texts tell of Chthon's last appearance in our plane when the forces of humanity assembled to drive him back, and in doing so, they sliced off part of the Dark God. That part was lost to the ages, until now. It has resurfaced, now forged into a weapon. The GodKiller.
Incredible.
Part of me feels we should throw it into the forge right now and wash our hands of it completely.
throw it away so quickly? When we barely understand it or what it could do?
You're right, I'm only speaking about my feelings on the matter. Whatever this weapon can do, we need to know. It may be our last hope.
I feel drawn to it, like it wants me to pick it up.
I suspect you're the only one who could do it. Every attempt I've made to touch it has not gone well.
I knew it. I knew you were holding back something.
I had intended to consult with Hunter privately before telling the whole team, but yes, now you know.
I suspected it was part of Chthon. You don't normally encounter daggers that immediately make you feel like you want to throw them far out to sea. But if you feel like picking it up, go on.
I can feel the power of it, rising and falling, like it is breathing.
I could use something like that as a nightlight.
A weapon like this is not to be trifled with. I think we're very lucky that Red Skull kept it buried away as deep as he did.
What, was he socking it away for a rainy day?
He probably thought he could use it to kill Lilith.
This world's only big enough for one psycho-narcissist tyrant, I guess.
And now it is ours, and let nothing stand in our way.
Of course. Never mind.
Oh, knock it off with the mysterious stuff. Just come out and say what's on your mind.
It's entirely possible Lilith could have an entirely different use for the GodKiller. She could use it to complete Chthon.
Well, that changes things.
Hunter, I need you in the war room as soon as possible.
Okay. So we're going to do all this stuff before we head into the mission because, again, it's now feeling very much like we're about to walk into the point of no return. Combat therapy. Yeah.
Sure.
Daily sparring. Let's... You're quite close, so...
Could go a few rounds.
Cool. 30% chance of going critical. Ability-wise...
No pain, no gain.
Targets for more health, sure.
Stronger.
Okay. Just grab this stuff.
Not trying to kill you.
Agatha.
Agatha.
What brings you to the library at this hour?
In your reading about Chthon, have you come across anything about a weapon made from a piece of his body?
This is about the GodKiller, isn't it?
It is.
You already know what it's made of. Why are you so interested in knowing more?
I just want to know if it is dangerous.
To who? Chthon? Lilith?
No. To me. When I came near it, the blade glowed, as if it recognized me.
It recognized you?
Yes, it seemed to respond to my presence.
Curious. I wish I had an explanation for you, but I don't. Since Strange learned of the Blade's more than disturbing origins, I've been doing more digging on the subject. While I haven't come across anything specific about the GodKiller or its apparent tendency to illuminate, I did find one hopeful nugget of information about it that should come as some comfort to you.
Please continue then. I could use all the hope and comfort I can get.
There is reason for both. You see, if Red Skull kept the GodKiller as a means of double-crossing Lilith and protecting himself from Chthon, he was wise. According to the texts I've been reading, Only Chthon can kill Chthon. If that blade really is made from him, it's the only thing in all of creation that can destroy him. The question is, are you sure you're up to taking your mother's life in order to end Chthon's? Because the GodKiller now makes that possibility very much a reality.
Yes, even if it means sacrificing my own again to do it.
I hope with all of my soul it doesn't come to that.
But I must prepare myself for the possibility that it will. That I will die.
Do not give up hope on yourself, on the life you might get to lead. You have made friends here, and I know they care about you. There are so many reasons to live.
And that is why I must do everything in my power to fight for them. Even if it means I will not experience them myself.
If there's one thing I love about you the most, it's your kind heart. It deserves to go on beating.
I do not.
Oh, yes, you do. Like you said, you die for them. That's what your ancestors would call love. They would be proud. You, my dear, have the weight of the world on you more than ever now, and it shows. Perhaps getting some rest while you still can is in order.
And you, Agatha? Do spirits ever rest?
Not this one. Not until I know every single soul I care about is safe.
Nice. Right, let's finally speak to the caretaker here.
We're almost there, kiddo. Finish what you need to finish, while there's still time.
I will let you know when I am ready.
This is the final mission. Once you start, there's no turning back. If you're ready, let the caretaker know, and the mission will be launched. Okay, so we've got the stuff here. Right, okay, ladies and gents, with that, we will call this one an episode. Yeah. We're quite close on a few... So she's nearly at 5. He's nearly at 5. And... Wolverine, right? Yeah. It's not nearly at 5, but that can be done. So I will probably, in the next one, just go ahead and go into the final mission, see what we can do. Granted, that's if I can go in with her having a mild injury. So yeah. Up next, we will likely speak to the caretaker and crack on the final mission. If I need to do some more missions, I'll do that off screen. So please like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. It really does help me out. And there'll be some more Marvel's Midnight Suns coming away shortly. And I'll see you all in the next one.